Welcome to Lane66.com tutorial number 2 on our CSV uploads. In the first tutorial we talked a little bit about uploading your standard data feeds into our plugin, and today I want to talk a little bit about uploading your non-standard data feeds. A lot of data feeds have been built by different programs, and they don't all have the same layout, so let's go take a look and see what kind of problems we run into. We are in the plugin right now, and as you see we still have a lot of text here, so I am going to go to less info and declutter my screen a little bit, because everything that was written on the screen I'm going to explain to you right now, so we don't need that. But if you ever need help, just click on the help button right here, and the text and the videos will automatically pop up in between again. So anyway, I already uploaded a data feed for you, and as you see, our plugin is showing the first line of the data feed again here in blue. Now, as you can see, all the fields have been separated by a comma, and we currently still have a pipe selected, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to switch to comma right now, and if you give the plugin a moment, you will see that now it can better match those column headers to our database fields. Now, why am I showing you this particular data feed? Because I've already showed you this in the first tutorial too. The only reason is because this data feed has got a lot more columns. On the first example we had 8 columns to deal with, and as you can see here we have well over 70 columns to choose from. Now naturally our plugin cannot match those all to database fields, so we're going to have to help our plugin out and do some ourselves. Now, as you can see right here, it can't even find a match for the image URL. If we would process this feed right now, just to give you a little preview, we wouldn't have an image at all. So let's see if we can tell our plugin what column to use for the images. And as you see here, there's a thumbnail image column and there's the standard image URL. So let's use this one. Hit preview and see what comes out now. Well, there you go. There you have your image. And of course it retains the selection you just made. So this way, even with very large data feeds, you can build your way up and select the columns that have to match your database fields. And when you're completely satisfied with your preview, don't forget to enter a network and a feed name, and you can push it to the database by just checking the red box here. So that's a little bit about large data feeds. Now, of course, the biggest problem is when we get data feeds that don't have that first line with the column headers. Now, I've uploaded a different feed this time, and as you can see, the plugin is showing you the first line again, except this first line makes no sense whatsoever. It doesn't tell you exactly where the titles are and the descriptions and the prices. Now, what we can see, or what we can deduct here, is that most likely all the fields have been separated by a pipe. You see a pipe here, you see a pipe there. So the first thing I'm going to do is change my delimiter to a pipe symbol. And as you can see, the plugin down here is trying to match those columns to the database fields, but it can't make heads or tails out of it, so we're going to have to help it. And this time it's going to be a lot more difficult for us too, because as you can see, it's just chopping up that first line, but there are no names that make any sense to us. So we're going to have to get a little creative here. Now, you'll see a link here, it's an HTTP, and you see a link here. So one of these two is probably the link to the product, and the other one is probably the image. So what we can do is just try and select them. I've never seen this feed before either, so I think this is the link to the product, and I'm just guessing that this might be the link to the image. Now, if we go on preview, I just happen to be lucky. As you can see, we have matched number 4, so that's the 4th column in the data feed. We matched those to the images, and this way we can build up our feed. Don't need this, sorry. We need a title. I think this might be the title field. You just hit preview again, and you just keep building until you have a full preview right here. In case you're missing fields, don't forget you always have the manual override. You can add any tag you want, and you can hit preview as many times as you like until you're completely satisfied. And again, when you're satisfied, just check the red box and hit process to push them into your database. So this is a little bit about feeds that do not have that first line with the column headers. I hope this is a little helpful to you, and if you have any questions whatsoever, don't forget we have forums on both our sites, lane66.com, and you can always go to portaljumper.com too, where you'll find our FeedMonster plugin for the, I wouldn't say lazy affiliate, but it's a little easier to deal with. Well, hope to see you again soon, and till the next tutorial. Bye.